People will let you down, God never will. Hello and welcome to Achievers Adda, the exclusive YouTube channel of Bankers Adda and SSC Adda. In this particular show, we focus on all the strategies and all the tricks to crack the examination. In this particular show, we have the candidates who have cleared the examination. So we have with us Aayushi Anand, and she would discuss in detail about her strategy to crack the IBPS examination. So Aayushi, a warm welcome to our show. Now the first question that we have for you is, how are you feeling right now coming in this show?
I'm feeling pretty good. I did not see this coming so early because I started preparing last year in July itself. And also I took a 2-month break because of some medical reasons.
Okay.
So I did not expect to be here so soon.
So soon, okay.
Yeah.
Now,
but it's a great feeling.
Adding to that question, how was the journey from being a failure, if I use the word, and now being a success? What was the journey all about?
I've seen a lot of failures. I took 15 exams in this tenure, and each time I was faced with a lot of, I met with a lot of rejections. I cleared the pre-round of almost every examination I took. However, I used to not be able to clear the mains. So, but then this one, finally, things worked out.
Things clicked.
Yeah, things clicked.
Okay, so since when are you preparing for the bank examination?
I've been preparing since July last year.
July last year.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of the examination, we have different sections: maths, reasoning, English, GA. Which is the best section which section is your strength, and which is the section that you're weak at?
My strength lies in the English section.
Okay.
I've been fairly comfortable with English throughout my academic life, and the level of IBPS Clerk English is pretty easy, I should say, and it's very scoring. The section that I have trouble with is the GA section.
Okay.
So that's the section where I worked really hard.
How did you work in the GA section, first of all? And second, if English is your strength, then how the aspirants could make English as their strength?
English can be made a strength by the aspirants when they study books like Word Power Made Easy.
Okay.
That helps to build the vocabulary. Also, The Hindu is the best newspaper. I think if you go through the editorial, and it's very important that when you come across new words, then it's important to write down the meanings as well as make mental note of them and try and incorporate them in your daily life.
Okay.
I think that way you can expand your vocabulary to a great extent. Also, it's very important to read. Especially because there are the length of questions. So for instance, in reasoning puzzles, if you're not well versed with reading, then you will take a lot of additional time in order to comprehend the question.
That I agree.
So that's a lot of time waste, I think.
On a personal note, I also love reading. So which is your favorite author?
My favorite author has been Chinua Achebe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any novels of hers, that is of her or his, if that's the name?
Yeah. Things Fall Apart. That's his best novel.
Okay, his best novel.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving forward, apart from the hobbies, were you always interested in the banking sector, or something changed in your life that led to the banking sector?
I think it's something that really changed because my journey has been very interesting. I pursued BTech in Mathematics and Information Technology from Cluster Innovation Center, University of Delhi.
This is for the very first time that we have a BTech in Maths and IT.
Yeah. In fact, it's not even BTech in Maths and IT, it is BTech in IT and Mathematical Innovations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a very interesting course. It's based along interdisciplinary lines. I also studied management as well as economics in my undergraduate education. So from that, I wanted to move forward in the social sector in order to create value in the social sector, for which I went to pursue my master's in Tata Institute of Social Sciences. However, somehow I wasn't able to adjust to the place and had you could call it an ideology difference, and that's why I turned back. And I realized that in the public sector banking, the focus nowadays is more on inclusive growth. And that way, I think my ambition of serving the public sector can be realized in this sector as well.
Okay. That's a good, as in that was a big change in terms of your background.
Yeah.
Well, coming back to the examinations, to the strategy. Now you'd only got around 2 or 3 months to prepare for the examination.
Yeah, effectively I got just
Yes.
2
So
and 3
any
months.
proper strategy, any sort of strategy that you implemented for cracking examinations? Because you were saying that there was no proper strategy, but still
Yeah.
there were certain factors that help you in the examination. What were those factors?
First of all, I would say English was all about reading, so I did not really prepare for English.
Okay.
However, I used to attend classes at Career Power, Munirka branch,
Okay.
and I attended those classes very regularly without fail, as and when my health would permit. And I was completely attentive in all the classes, and even though I joined the morning batch, I used to feel sleepy, but still I would push myself, and I think that struggle has kind of paid off.
Paid off. And you were telling me about Sudoku. How did Sudoku help you?
I was always fascinated with the Sudoku puzzles, but was never able to solve them. So during the time when I was medically unwell, so I used to take up the Hindu, and I used to solve the Sudoku puzzles, and one by one, first I could just solve the 1-star ones, but eventually now I can solve the 5-star ones
Because
as
Sudoku,
well.
personally, it's a tedious task for me to actually solve a Sudoku. So it's a
Yeah.
good thing.
It's a cool thing, and what Sudoku helps to build is authentic communication with yourself.
Okay.
I've always felt that if you can communicate with yourself, then you will be able to explain the questions to yourself well. And so at that level, I think
It helped a
Sudoku
lot.
has helped me a lot. Yeah.
Okay, moving forward with the other questions. Some questions are very important in terms of the prelims and mains. Now, it's a misconception that the PO examination is tougher than the clerical, but according to various people, in the clerical examination, the questions are more and the level of questions is easier, but the cutoff is much more higher. So
Yeah.
how did you cope up with this particular challenge?
I completely agree with you, because I took the PO examination as well. I missed the final cutoff by 2.5 marks.
Okay.
And I felt, I was actually surprised when I looked at the clerical result that I had cleared it, because honestly I felt it was a lot tougher than the PO level examination. Yes, in the clerical level, so when I went up to my teacher, I went up to Radhe sir to ask about my result. So what he explained to me, which made a lot of sense to me, is that once you've cleared the clerical level, that indicates that your basics are clear. And you just need to build upon them,
Yes.
which is effectively going to be the thing that I will be doing in the forthcoming months.
Yes. So now in the coming years, what is your as in goal or desire to do something in the banking sector and also in general?
Yeah, I would say whichever sector or whichever organization I eventually tie up with, I would want to serve them with my 110%,
Yes.
because I have seen my parents giving a lot of additional time, additional effort to their work when it wasn't even required. So that has helped them grow as people very much. And I think that's going to be the way I lead my life as well.
That's pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Well, in everyone's life, there are good moments, there are great moments, and there are very sad moments.
Yeah.
Now, this particular moment, when you cleared the exam, that was a very big moment in your life. I hope so.
Yeah.
So, how was that day? How was that that day, that moment that you had?
In fact, I remember the result day. It was 1st April.
Okay.
And in
It's
the morning,
April Fool's Day, basically.
yeah, April Fool's Day, exactly. So the first result that came was the IBPS PO result.
Okay.
And I told my little sister that I hadn't cleared it. And she just joked with me that probably they're just making a fool out of you. And although I was wishing that too, but that was not really the case. So I was very heartbroken.
Okay.
I couldn't face my parents because of that rejection, because it was something that I hadn't seen coming, basically. And I did not even bother to check my clerical level result, because my PO level exam was much better than the clerical one. So I think 12:30 or something in the midnight, I checked my clerical level result, and I was just surprised. And I went up to my mother. She was sleeping. I told her that I've cleared it. So we just had that little moment of I think consolidating reality.
I've done something in life.
Yeah, at least something, because the PO level result had completely shattered me. I'm not going to deny that.
Okay. But I'm pretty hopeful that in the coming years you would somehow be a probationary officer. That is what is my wishes for you.
Thank you so much.
In the end, how is Aayushi different from before? As in, once she cleared the examination, before when she was striving really hard to crack the examination. How is the mindset? How is the psyche different now than before?
I've always been told by my parents that you have infinite potential, infinite capability, and they've not just said that to me. I think they believe this fact about every human being that we interact with, irrespective of whatever profession they are in. And this clearing this small level, like I would say it's a very small thing, but it's given me a belief in their belief that yes, we do as individuals have infinite potential, and whichever sector we are in, we just need to focus on creating value. That's the most important thing.
Okay. So in the end, how did Adda247 help you in cracking examination?
Adda247 has been extremely beneficial. First of all, Career Power, I attended the classes. I'm extremely grateful to Radhe sir. He just shifted my perspective. I would say I would have been nowhere without him. That's how much I owe to him.
He must be proud while watching this video.
Yeah, yeah. And CM sir as well, he taught us general awareness. I followed his notes, I followed the worksheets that he used to give very religiously, and Adda247 uploads these capsules before the exams. They are very beneficial. Yeah.
Okay, so in the end, to all the aspirants who are watching this particular video, any last comments, last quotes, as in you are an avid reader, you also a poetess, if I can reveal this on this particular platform. So any lines from your poem or something that shall motivate our aspirants?
One thing that I'd like to say is, it's alright, one thought that I would want to leave the audience with is that it's alright to be skeptical, but it's not okay to be cynical. So if I'm skeptical, then I will be pragmatic and will keep preparing for every other exam. But if I'm cynical, then I will adopt an approach that ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा, which is not the right approach. Because if I could clear my examination with such less preparation, then I think anybody can. Yeah.
So in the lines of Aayushi, be a skeptic, keep on asking questions, but the right questions at the right time, and someday you would succeed the examination, whether it's the IBPS or any other examination, or perhaps the examination of life. This is Kush Pandey and Aayushi Anand bidding you adieu on this particular show, that is Achievers Adda. It is on Adda247, the official YouTube channel of Bankers Adda and SSC Adda. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Gopal Anand, the bankersadda.com capsule maker. The same capsule which helps you out in getting good scores in general awareness portion of different examinations like SBI PO and IBPS. To help you out in the general awareness portion, I am coming with my e-learning course in which I will be teaching you banking awareness and static awareness of Indian states and union territories.
Hello students, I'm Swati and I've been helping you out in preparing computer awareness for various banking examinations. Yes, computer is a very vast subject, and to help you out in understanding what to study and how to score, I've created an e-learning program for computers.
We all are worried about reasoning, the level of questions, and moreover the surprises. So here I have compiled a package especially for banking reasoning, which will deal with every level from basics to higher levels.
We have devised a unique e-learning courseware for you to overcome all the hurdles and crack your upcoming examinations. This courseware does not only consist of the previous year asked questions, but also the questions based on new patterns.
Quantitative aptitude. Difficult to understand so many concepts? Let's make it easy. Here I am, Sumit Verma. I have designed a course in which you will be able to understand all the concepts and all the types of questions.
The Bank Power module includes 100 plus hours of high quality videos by our expert faculties, tricks and shortcuts to solve questions in a faster way, ebooks for subjects Maths, English, Reasoning, General Awareness and Computers, online test series with all India ranking and detailed solutions, online and face-to-face doubt clearing sessions, available preloaded on a tablet or SD card.